Good evening, humans. TyrannosaurusMoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the SHODO Super Zyuranger set from Bandai. Let's do this. For accessories, you get pretty much everything you could possibly want with a Zyuranger set. And yeah, so I have this all in the sprue and unopened so far just because it'd be a lot easier to go over. So let's dig right in. The first thing you'll notice is we get the shield. So as you can see, really nice shade of gold. We got a couple of pins there on the back of the diamond piece, and that goes into the shield and also into the body of either green or red, and the diamond is removable on red. So you have that. Then we move into, we have all of our signature weapons. Pardon me. So we get the dragon dagger, we get yellow's daggers, we get blue's weapon, staff in the separated form, we get the axe in axe mode, we get the axe in gun mode, and then we get the bow. So all signature weapons, except for the full staff, which that part's a little bit sad. And then in our next set here, we get some holsters with the blasters in them. We get some empty holsters, which do not have holes. Then we get the dragon dagger holstered, the empty dragon dagger holster, and then 2 replacement biceps for red so he can wear the shield. Then we move on to everything we have here on the sprue. So we get 6 sets of hands. So as you can see, we get fists, we get slightly relaxed hands, we get chopping hands, we get some slightly more relaxed hands, the thumb out, then we get another set of chopping hands and a set of splayed out hands. Then we get another grouping of hands for all the Rangers, and that is 2 sets of grips. We get ones with trigger fingers and ones that are just standard grips. Then we move over here. We have a sprue of the blade blasters. So we get blaster mode, harness mode, and blade mode. And then finally, we get the power sword and Hell Sword Frida, or yeah. I think I messed that up actually, but you know what I mean. Sword of Darkness for Power Rangers. And yeah, so all excellently done. And as you can see, they're all unpainted, and then it comes with a set of stickers. So, you know, I get kind of wary of these sorts of things. I'll definitely use some of them, but I might actually end up trying to paint some of this just to kind of make it look a little more natural, I guess. And you do get directions for all of this. As you can see, you can combine everything into the combined weapon. So there's all of that. It shows you how to replace the shield. And then we get a parts list for everything that's in here and where the stickers go. And finally, one nice thing they threw in was actually a mint. So that's pretty cool. So that's accessories. Aesthetically speaking, this set looks great. And you know, as you can see, pretty much most of them, like 5-6 of them are basically the same body. And then of course there's Zyuranger Pink. And yeah, so we get a lot of the same stuff. Just, you know, really nice proportions overall. Very basic, obviously, because the SHODO stuff tends to be, but very nice paint apps. Let's see if I can get that to focus a little bit more. So we're not getting the subtlety with like the silver teeth on the helmets or anything like that, but the sculpt is definitely there. That and the metallics they used are beautiful, especially the silvers and then the golds on green. It's just very nice, very metallic looking, like very metal looking, and you know, cleanly done all around, which is very, very nice. And you know, everything else, just all the details that need to be there are there, except for, as you can see, the dino bucklers. We don't have the details there. That's because we do have stickers. So you know, but still, the sculpt is there, which is a kind of a nice touch. And as you can see, there's ports for the various parts. So that's really cool. And yeah, when looking at green, I mean, obviously the only differences for most of these are going to be the helmets. Really nice details, especially because they did do the jewel in Green's helmet. Pardon my lack of focus. There we go. So yeah, just nice all around. We even get the gold trim on the boots and gloves of Green. And then obviously Pink is going to be a slightly different body. So it's a little bit slimmer, obviously, you know, a female body. And then the skirt piece is actually hard plastic. It doesn't move a ton, though there are, as you can see, these come apart very, very easily, which is nice, especially because the replacement parts. So yeah, really cool set overall. It's only my second Shodo set of figures, but I definitely like what's going on here. And yeah, so just really cool all around for aesthetics. When it comes to articulation, they packed a lot into a very small set of figures, and it's all very, very fun. So jumping right into it, because again, they're pretty much all the same, is so our head, we're on a ball joint, and the neck is a separate piece, whoa, as you can see there. So that is also a ball joint. We can look down that far, can't really look up, they're just not letting us. And you get a little bit of tilt there as well. And come to the arms, and come pretty high up, just past our T. We do have some back and forth as well, because that's on a hinge. But a bit of a butterfly action there. We get bicep swivel. We get single jointed elbows that bring us just past 90. We only have swivel for the wrists, unfortunately, just don't really allow a lot of room there. There's a ball joint in the diaphragm and a ball joint at the waist as well. So our crunch is about that, and we come back about that far. And of course, we're gonna get some side to side there as well. So as you can see, like a lot of freedom here. Coming to the hips, we actually have drop downs. I don't think I've ever seen that at this scale. And that is really cool. So we got drop downs. We can, and there we go again. So the legs come out. We can almost hit our full splits. I'm actually kind of surprised they can't. I guess if you turn the legs a little bit, you can get your full splits, and then you can kick fully forward. So nice range there. We still get a thigh swivel. We get single jointed knees. However, those, because the cut they did at the back of the thigh, get way up there, which is fantastic. And then the feet, as you can see, they're a little separated. So aesthetically that might detract for some people, but you know, a lot of room here. So pointing really well, going forward really well, and even getting some pretty deep rocker considering. So that's articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here how they scale with pretty much every other Power Rangers line. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some other imports. With some monsters. Finally with an articulated Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valaverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the Super SHODO Zyuranger set from Bandai is that this is incredibly solid. Even better than I expected it to be. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with the Shodo figures, which are definitely more of a thing in Japan. In fact, these are all imports, but you know, the modularity, the solidness of the joints, which is like something I definitely wasn't expecting, and just all the accessories and all of that, it's incredibly fun. I cannot recommend it enough. So definitely if you are a hardcore either Power Rangers or Zyuranger fan, you just love Super Sentai in general, absolutely worth picking up. And you know, they have other teams coming out. I forget which ones they've mentioned. I know I have the Kaku Ranger set on pre-order for next year. I'm super excited about that because that's one of my favorite seasons as well. So yeah, just really, really good stuff. And yeah, so I will be including links in the description below to where you can pick this up. There's definitely a couple of places. So yeah, check it out if you are interested. And with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If you did, I hope you will join me here on my channel. Various times a week, I go over figures relating to Toku, dinosaurs, monsters, and pro wrestling. So yeah, if any of that interests you, please give me a subscribe, and yeah, let's talk about stuff every week. And yeah, I guess with all that being said, I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.